on YouTube. Mads gave her side of the story of what happened when her ex Jaden Hossler went public with Nessa Barrett, who was dating his best friend Josh Richards at the time. This was the first time Mads had spoken publicly about the situation since her iconic appearance on the Call Her Daddy podcast last month. Mads did not hold back on her early Late Show appearance, and she did not sugarcoat anything she said like she has said she does in the past. When talking about her relationship with Jaden, Mads said she, quote, has no regrets, and he taught me what I don't want in a man, end quote. Mads did also call Jaden a narcissist, saying that always talking about their future together and claiming that she was gaslit into the relationship before Jaden repeatedly, quote, went behind my back, end quote. Mads also claims that she still hasn't, quote, necessarily received an apology from Nessa and Jaden. Mads said she even tried to reach out to Jaden in person before this interview for closure, but he declined. As we report this, neither Jaden nor Nessa has responded to these claims Mads made in this interview. We do know that around the time that this interview was released, that Jaden and Mads were actually Jaden and Nessa, I know that sounded wrong. Jaden and Nessa were in Vegas for Jaden's first performance in Las Vegas, and they were being total goals, and they were being so cute as this was all going on. It seems like Jaden and Nessa really want to move on, but I totally get why Mads still has things to say about the situation. So apparently the claim that Nessa stole Jaden from her, as Mads told Dixie, quote, I don't like people who steal other people's boyfriends, referring to how she feels Nessa did in fact steal her boyfriend Jaden Hossler. Mads also revealed that Jaden dumped her over the phone, and she also found out that Jaden had been cheating on her during their entire relationship. Mads also weighed in on why Josh didn't believe that Nessa and Jaden were together at first by claiming, quote, Jaden lied to him, Josh, that's what he always does, telling him that everything I was saying wasn't true. So everything that Mads was saying, because remember, Mads was the first person to have an idea that this was going on. Josh didn't want to hear it. Now that Josh has heard it, he doesn't want to talk about it, which is totally understandable. Dixie added that Josh and Jaden were, quote, best friends like brothers, end quote. And then Mads also revealed that Josh was even ready to marry Nessa someday, as Josh told Jaden a week before Jaden and Nessa went public that, quote, he really loves Nessa and he was prepared to marry her. Mads also thinks that Nessa and Jaden's relationship is a publicity stunt, and even accused Nessa and Jaden of, quote, calling the paparazzi and telling them that they were at the Nice Guy on that night of their first official, very publicized date. Since neither Nessa or Jaden had posted that they were at this restaurant, as social media stars typically do, and that's how paparazzis get the tip, as Mads asked, how did paparazzi know that's where you were? Well, to be fair, the Nice Guy is a paparazzi hotspot. They do hang out there a lot, much like they do at Boa and Saddle Ranch, but I totally hear what Mads is saying. You know, it would be very convenient. They have this song out. They have their, they were on Ellen. They were on Fallon, right, or Kimmel. They were on one of the Jimmy shows. So they were doing these appearances. It kind of does make sense that maybe their team wanted to get that exposure. What do you guys think about Mads spilling the tea and the more drama that she revealed on Dixie's show? I'm Gabby Conti, and follow us at Hollywire for your 24/7 celebrity news.